Yo, Glock 19, leave him cockeyed. I want the beat, it's like we as a five guys. You as a pussy, I'm taking your 9 lives. Blade in the chopper, go hit at the same time.
Hey, bitch nigga think he a wise guy. Chemicals down on my gun like a scientist. When it's no chain, how I fucking acquired it. Bombing your shit just like motherfucking ISIS did.
Where strength separates the sheep from the wolves, where gods to mortals claim to be the strongest. Talk is cheap. Prove you're the strongest. A monster born from anger claims that he's the strongest one there is. And my God, does he back it up. Bruce Banner, a genius scientist on the verge of getting his name written in history books for developing a way for humans to become completely immune to gamma radiation. At the test site, they're about to activate their bomb and a teenage kid enters the blast zone. Desperate to save him, Bruce pushes Rick Jones into a trench, and the bomb explodes, engulfing Bruce in massive amounts of gamma energy. And what emerges from the depths of his soul was, ever since he was a child, Bruce has always been different. Watching his abusive father kill his mother before his eyes, being mentally and physically abused over and over, eventually leading to a psychological disorder called dissociative identity disorder, where Bruce developed multiple personalities, one being reserved and using his intelligence, and the other like a child lashing out at the world. His rage incarnate, Bruce buried this identity within his mind, arising to save both of them from death. He wanted his name written in history books. Well, he didn't expect this. Absorbing the gamma radiation into his body, his anger now manifests as an 8-foot-tall, 2,400-pound monster. With strength that's incredible, Hulk is able to lift an entire mountain range on his back that weighed 150 billion tons, or half the weight of Mount Everest. The Earth is 196 million miles and weighs 66 trillion tons, and the Hulk jumped into orbit, obliterating an asteroid twice the size of Earth with a single punch. Take that, Saitama. He withstood the weight of a star forged in distorted space-time, and when the entire Marvel Universe couldn't pierce the 9-vulnerable onslaught, Hulk did it in a single punch. His punch didn't just break armor, it ruptured the fabric of invincibility itself, sending shockwaves through dimensions. Wrath made manifest, like a thunderclap from the gods. As his anger boils and strength breaks his limits, the angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes. The Avengers came together and agreed that the Hulk was too dangerous to stop, and sent him to a distant planet called Sikaar. Hulk would go on to fight in gladiator tournaments for years, and went undefeated, eventually becoming the entire planet's king. But after the ship that sent him to this planet explodes, killing his wife and unborn child, along with countless of his new people, Hulk's anger reached an abyss that not even black holes can escape. Exploding with gamma energy, Hulk is now a walking gamma bomb, with strength to break the world. His footsteps alone are so heavy that they generate seismic waves powerful enough to fracture the Earth's tectonic plates. He was able to hold 2 halves of a planet together with nothing but his bare hands, and was able to defeat Thor, who shook all the stars in the universe. And even when a literal storm of time stands in his way, it shatters under his fist. The cosmology that Hulk resides in is a multi-layered tapestry of existence, stretching far beyond Earth and the known universe. It encompasses realms of space, time, dimensions, and realities, making it one of the most intricate and expansive cosmologies in all of fiction. At the heart of Marvel's cosmology, the multiverse, an infinite collection of universes that exist simultaneously, each one having their own version of reality. The multiverse is consistently branching out into alternate realities, where different choices create different timelines. This allows for infinite possibilities, alternate versions of characters, different histories, different worlds, where events unfold in unimaginable ways. Even realms that are stated to transcend all levels of reality, and Hulk was able to rip apart all of it. Hulk destroyed the entire universe in his battle with the Nameless One, and clapped an entire dimension away. He was able to separate spheres of matter and antimatter, and when his strength was measured by the Beyonder, he stated that it was infinite, and has even fought against a fully powered Odin Force Thor. But the Hulk is more than just raw power. He has the ability to regenerate from almost anything, as seen when Hulk was cut into pieces and placed in jars. He was able to break out and put the puzzle back together. He can absorb magic and Nexus energy to grow even stronger. He afraid using his powers, and probably the worst of all, he became the rage of the one above all. But this Hulk is a video for another day. Overall, Hulk would scale from complex multi to outer-versal, with massively faster than light to irrelevant speed. In the end, Bruce Banner has come a long way from being a brilliant scientist who wanted to save the world, and now he can save everyone and everything with his 5 fingers balled in a fist, because even gods that rise from anger turn to ash. The last thing that they'll hear before they die is Hulk! Talking. Hey there. I think I screwed up.
Hulk is not a mindless brute. He's the culmination of trauma and suffering all within one man. Hulk existed before the Gamma Bomb. All the bomb did was bring it to reality. Hulk is literally breaking out of Bruce's mind and body because it is his suffering and trauma taking a form. It's why he has the mind of a child, because he was made when Bruce was a child. He took the anger that Bruce had as a child, saw what his father did, and made it into a being separate from himself, because he could never be that bad, right? There is literally a whole Hulk identity that is like a father figure to Bruce. He holds out his hand to him where Bruce looks scared like a child and helpless. It is his trauma. Bruce is looking at a mirror and he sees Hulk. He sees the trauma, the part of himself that he put away, that he doesn't think is a part of him, staring right back at him, disproving the thought that it's not a part of me. The Hulk that was made to protect Bruce mentally from the trauma he experienced was made into a physical form to protect him physically from trauma that he will experience. But he doesn't like it. If you liked whatever I'm yapping about, consider just following and liking the video and doing whatever so I can get this little demon up here some more treats.
I'd rather eat a jean jacket in a roll quarters than to be in the same 100 meters as the Hulk. I remember being young watching Hulk versus Wolverine. Why would Wolverine end up accepting a fight from the Hulk? In reading the comic books, he explains what it means to get punched by the Hulk. This has got to be the most devastating description of what a punch feels like. First off, he starts by saying there ain't many that can describe what it feels like to get punched by the Hulk. Simple fact, there ain't many who survived a punch from the Hulk. There ain't no pain at first. Then he says when you become conscious again, basically, you'll feel it. So getting punched by the Hulk is an out-of-body experience. I'd rather eat a jean jacket in a row quarters than to be in the same 100 meters as the Hulk. Like, dead ass serious, Wolverine's got to be one of the most bravest people in comic books, period, to get punched by the Hulk consistently. Like, he got beat down badly. I think his first introduction in comics was against the Hulk. Wolverine, bro, we've definitely downplayed Wolverine. Even the people that really love Wolverine, y'all don't understand. An out-of-body experience punch on a consistent basis, bro, Wolverine is tough. Do you know the type of guy you have to be to scare away robots? The Hulk scared robots into sentience. I'm not gonna lie, after I found out the Hulk can see and speak to spirits, nothing surprises me anymore. Yes, you heard me right. He can speak to spirits. Now, if you want to ask me why, I have no idea. I don't know how a guy who got hit with gamma radiation somehow manages to acquire that ability. And even crazier than that, the gamma radiation isn't just radiation. Apparently, the gamma radiation that allows Bruce to transform into the Hulk was energy from this cosmic god that only wants destruction. The god's name being the one below all. The whole time I thought Bruce got his powers from a fluke. The whole time a cosmic god that wants destruction decided to make Bruce his host. Or a host of his power. And even crazier than that, apparently the only thing the Hulk fights now is straight up cosmic gods, nothing else. You talk too much. Never mind the fact Black Panther looked at an invisible camera because he was so confused. But what if I told you Hulk is 100% justified here? Because if you don't know, the Hulk can hear spirits. Yes, as if being insanely strong wasn't enough, the Hulk can hear spirits. So while Black Panther's meditating, speaking to Bast in the ancestral plane, and for those of you who don't know, Bast is basically the god of Wakanda. Hulk is standing there hearing everything, and Black Panther probably has no clue the Hulk can do that, and is just looking confused. And as a matter of fact, when he turned his head, he might have been turning to the spirits he was speaking to, which means the Hulk was standing here listening to their conversation, decided he didn't want to hear any more of it, and just cooked Black Panther. Now that I think even more of it, most people probably don't know the amount of abilities the Hulk has. Most people assume the gamma radiation gave him this type of transformation, he gets big and strong when he's angry, and that's that. If that's you, go search up the Hulk's power set and see what this guy can do. You don't know what you're doing, can you do? She's not in your head. I know you're angry. Oh, we're way past that. I could choke the life out of you and never change your shade.